Hey there, good morning. I am going to do a tutorial today with flower makeup. Because my videos have been running quite long, I decided just to go ahead and put on my foundation and just be like eye ready so that I could just get right into the tutorial. I know some people like videos real short and sweet, and some people don't mind, you know, watching the full coverage thing go on. I just used my Marc Jacobs 62 Fawn Light gel cover-up, and I use my beauty blender to apply it. So I am primed and ready to go. I typically am not going to put on my concealer till afterwards, so I can retouch these areas, which of course at that point I will be using my Lorac Touch Up and Go foundation concealer pencil, because this thing is like the new holy grail of everything. So let's get started. Me and my daughter were at Walmart, and they were rearranging our Walmart. They put in a bunch of self-checkout registers. I'm not sure why, because they never work. But they moved the display, and then the guys that did the display put a price of $6 above the makeup, and they still haven't changed it. So I got like 7 cream eyeshadows. Between me and my daughter, we got like 8 lipsticks and a mascara, and the eyeshadow and the nail polish, everything was $6 because they didn't fix the price. So what I'm going to do, instead of using and sometimes it works with certain cream shadows and not others, but I'm going to use this as my primer. And I'm going to use the color Play. And it's like this goldish beige color right here. So, and since there's a ton up here, I'm just going to dab my finger in here and put a little bit here and then put a little bit here. And I'm going to put it all over the entire eye. So let's see. I think I got way too much. This is really creamy. I probably should have used an eye primer. I'm kind of feeling that way. Well, let's just go with it and see how it works. If the cream eyeshadow does not hold up all day long, then we know that this cream eyeshadow cannot be used as a primer, eye primer. So let me just finish blending that in. Wow, stuff's a little bit messy. I didn't have quite as many issues with the Revlon tattoo stuff, but we will see where it takes us. So there, I got the beige gold color on one eye. Let me work it over on this one. Okay, there we go. Alright, now let's start with the eye palette, EQ4 Smoke and Mirrors. And first I'm going to start with this purple for the crease and transition color. And I'm going to use my handy dandy MAC 217 brush, because this is truly the best brush ever made. The color is picking up beautifully. I still think I would have used a primer. I'm actually thinking about just starting over with the primer. Let's do that. Let's start over. When I'm back, I'll be right where I was. I'm going to prime it, put on a little bit of gold, and then we will start over. Okay, I'm not sure if I made it look any better or not. I thought it would. It kind of seems to be picking up the purple just a little bit better and blending out pretty well. So, but I did use the Tarte Amazonian eye primer, the clay collection, Amazonian clay-based collection. So that's how I did this eye. And then starting into this eye, I'm just going to pop that in there. So there we go. So next we're going to move to the inner eye corner, and I'm going to use this dark color down here. It's a little bit shimmery. And I'm just going to start right here in a little bit of the crease and work my way down. And this is not a very pigmented color. I may have to pick up another color because this is going to be really, really light. This is going to give off like a soft, smoky look. It's a little bit lighter of a look than I was going to go for today, but hey, I guess we can go with it. So I'm just going to add a little bit more color in here so we have some colors to blend out. There's that. Okay. Yeah, it's going to come out pretty light. For some reason, the colors on here would come out darker. They're coming up darker on my hand. Maybe the problem is that I shouldn't have used any of the cream shadows. Sometimes I use some of the other cream shadows, like the Revlon ones that come in the 4-pack with the bright colors, and they seem to really make the colors pop. So this one is, for some reason, not, or at least not on my skin. It's not. Maybe it's worked out well for somebody else, but it's not on mine. I'm just going to go with it so we can just get some of the color off this bad boy. And I guess we'll just blend it a little bit. Which I'm going to try not to over blend because the brown is such a close color to the purple that I think we're going to just lose the brown. And it kind of seems like we have. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my e.l.f. brush and I'm going to dip it back into the purple. And I'm just going to add a little bit of color up here to the lid, top lid. That way I can come back in with my Sigma pencil brush and then just try to add some, I'm going to just try to tap the dark color in here. See if I can get it to stay a little bit, just a little bit right here on the crease. That way we have a little bit of a dark corner. Or maybe today will just be a light neutral eye. So I'm just going to go back to the cream shadow, and I'm just going to take my large Sigma shading brush in E60, and I'm just going to scoop up some of the cream eyeshadow because I need a highlighter, and I've been testing the other browns on my hand like this, and I'm just going to dab it. Okay, I'm going to rub it in there. Okay. And I'm just going to pat it along the top of the eye so I kind of have a little bit of a sheen, maybe a little bit of a shimmer to kind of offset the eye. And after patting, I'm just going to slightly rub it right here really, really lightly so that it blends. So how I kind of blended it in. So that way it looks like it's transitioned. It's not just boom, there. So let me see. And right here, just lightly, I'll probably have to go back in with the brown again, just to even out the transition. So what I'll probably do is take my eyeshadow E55 Sigma brush, dip it back in that brown, and that way I can re-blend into the corner here, so it's the cream eyeshadow hasn't completely, shimmer hasn't taken over. But this way it helps give the eye a little definition. And it doesn't just look like it's in clumps, you know, solid shimmery browns and taupes and smoky colors. Overdone. So I'm going to leave just kind of the eye alone for right now. I'm going to go ahead and curl my eyelashes and put on some eyeliner and see where we kind of end up with from there. So I'm going to take my handy little CoverGirl. Alright, okay, so since this is a softer look, I'm going to use a gel pencil liner instead of a liquid one. I'm just going to use my Marc Jacobs one. It's a little trial size one that I got, so I'm just going to go and use this one. And I'm just going to darken up the top of the eye. There we go, we got one eye. And we got eye number 2. Okay, with that done, I'm just going to take this other color right here. Before I take that one, let me clean this off, and I'm going to put this soft purple in the crease right here. I think it would help offset the eye. Now just with the eyeliner, and you can kind of see where you need to do little touch-ups. I don't know about for you, but once I have my eyeliner kind of set in, it kind of tells me the tone of the eye. I'm going to use this color right here. That one kind of has a lot of fallout. And I am just going to put a little bit under here. Just to kind of soften the eye a little bit, since it's kind of taken more of a smoky look to it. It's a little bit over powdery. I'm going to take my e.l.f. brush. This is the usual, everybody loves this. It's just the blending brush. And for $1, it is a great blush. I'm just going to take the white and just fill in a little bit right here above the purple. Like that. I'm just trying to create a little bit more dimension with the eye. But it's not showing up too on the camera, but the purple right here is definitely helping kind of offset the eye a little bit. So I guess it didn't turn out too bad. I couldn't do a whole lot of blending because the colors just blend together. I do like the palette. The colors are very beautiful. They're just very soft, I guess you would say. So typically the top you would put, this is a little bit lighter than I want it to be, but I guess I can blend it out if I need to. So I'm just going to take that for the top brow. And I am just going to, and then careful, that white has a lot of fallout. And I will just go fix that in a minute. So make sure you blow off your brush. The that off-white bone color in that palette has tons of fallout. So there you go. There's my finished look. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Once I put the eyeliner in, it did kind of help out with the. I'm just putting a little purple back in because I had to wipe off the white that came crashing into the lower lid there. I just thought they were going to blend a little bit better, be a little bit more boom with it, but they're not. It does make kind of a great smoky eye, so you know what? Hey, go with it. Next, I'm going to use the Flower Mascara. I pulled out the packaging, and at the top it says Twist 3-in-1, Lengthen, Curls, and Volumizes. And this is actually pretty neat. I do not like this type of applicator, but I'm going to give it a whirl. But when you twist it, look at this. You see it crunching down? And I need 2 hands to do this, so I'm trying to figure out what I can hold in front of it to, let me see. See, give it a twist, and you see this thing scrunch down like that? Isn't that cool? So I'm going to give it a whirl. So let's lengthen, curl, and volumize. So let's lengthen first. Actually, the applicator isn't too bad. I usually hate the plastic applicators, but you know what? This does not dump a ton of product onto your eye, which I like. I absolutely hate the plastic applicators because it seems like they just overload, at least my lashes, with a ton of product. And I would rather have to go back 2 or 3 times with this than to have tons and tons of mascara and then try to do cleanup, because that's when you end up messing up your eye makeup. So, wow. I'm actually pretty impressed with this. I'll get a little bit more in here. Gonna clean off the top, and I'm gonna scrunch it down. Twist it for curl and then volume. Okay, so the second one is for curl. Actually, it does really thicken up your lashes. I think this may be my new favorite mascara. Anyway, so I'm going to crunch it down to the very last one and see what I get with it. It's supposed to be volumizing. You know what, this is not bad at all. I'm liking this. Awesome job, Drew. I usually hate these kind of applicators, but hey, look at my lashes. No fake, and my lashes are actually pretty thin and sparse, so this did a really good job. I like this. I recommend it. I think it's $8 or $9. I paid $6 for mine because they did not have the right price on the display, so that was a bargain buy for me. So it is Zoom In Ultimate Mascara from Flower, Drew Barrymore's collection. It's a great item. I'm sorry I'm dropping everything. Since last night I've just been dropping everything. I don't know what is wrong with me. So next, let's just finish up the under eye look. Get rid of some of these circles. And I'm going to use my Lorac Touch and Go. Give it a pump. And actually you get a good amount of product with one pump, so you have to be careful. I wish it was like a half setting. But I'm just going to pat this on up here, not to mess up the corner eye. And I'm just going to pat it in like there. I saw some product too. This is also a foundation pen, concealer foundation pen. This is like the best thing ever. I love this thing. I have a feeling though it's going to need maintenance to be kept clean. But holy grail, new favorite thing. Ready to throw out the rest of my under eye concealer blackout items. Hey, sorry there, I could not find my little kabuki, this Eco Tools. It is my go-to concealer. So I kind of rubbed it in with my fingers, and actually I spent like 2 minutes looking for this brush before I realized, oh my god, it's going to dry my face. And you know what, it was still creamy. I was still able to blend it. I wasn't, you know, you put it on, you forget, and you try to, you know, blend it out, and you have that like foundation spot, almost like a bleach spot on your face because you didn't move it quick enough. But you know what, it did not dry out on me right away. So I'm pretty thrilled about that. So there we go, inside of the eye taken care of. Just a little bit right here, and I'm good. I unfortunately did not pick up any of the Flower blushes. I did, however, pick up one from the Hot Look, this Blush in Gotham, and I'm totally devastated because it showed up broken, and it was such a beautiful color. So I'm just going to try to use it even though it's all broken into itty bitty pieces. I'm going to try to use just the powder on the inside here and put some blush on. So I was so sad when I was happy when it showed up, and then I'm like, I saw it broken. I'm like, no. So let's just tap a little bit on here, and then definitely blow some off because I don't know how dark this is going to be. It's actually a pretty good color. I just tapped off. Back to Bare Minerals 101, you know, back to when you know, swirl them in the... Oh, this actually is a really nice light shade of blush. So I always do a C. I'm not as, I'm more medium complected, so I kind of always feel like I have to highlight certain areas of my face so they don't just blend together. This is a great color now that I'm seriously heartbroken because it's broken. And you know, you get so much extra fallout when you open it because it's broken. Pretty sad. But Hot Look, I called Hot Look and they said all they could do is give me my money back, that they couldn't replace it because they don't have put stuff on, they don't have stock. So I guess this is pretty much it. So I'm pretty sad, but this is what I've been doing. Typically I've dealt with this before. What I do is I put the lid on, I shake it, not hard, but you know, put it upside down, kind of sift it a little bit, put it back, tap the top, and then that way you have some that sticks to the top and you can kind of still use it. I'm just really heartbroken because I can't take this, because it's just going to go a lot quicker now that it's broken. So oh, there we go. It is a beautiful sheer pink color. It looks really dark, but it's not, and I actually have quite a bit of product on here. So there we go. And let me get the lid carefully back on here again. And let me just finish up the look with one of the flower lipsticks that I picked up. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off my look with one of the flower lipsticks that I got. I got 3. I got Hot Honeysuckle, Sheer Snapdragon, and Princess Peony. So here are the 3 shades that I got. So this one is kind of a brighter pink, and I don't think that would go very well with this look. And then next we have a, hair needing to be tamed down is what we need. Okay. This looks like it might be too pink. Oh, this is pretty. So this is the honeysuckle one. Let me just swatch that one right there. It's a light color. These are very sheer. I'll swatch the other one for you since I'm pulling them apart right now anyway. That's pretty pink. So I think this last one might be the one I want to finish off my look. This one is in Sheer Snapdragon. Yep, she be the one. So they have a good soft silky texture to them. So there you go. My finished look for flower makeup. I do have Cargo Blush on, and I do have my favorite Marc Jacobs foundation on. Love that stuff. Best ever. Mascara is awesome. Love that one. Love that twisty thing. Highly recommended. I'm going to have to do a favorites video because that is definitely on there. So, but other than that, here it is, Smoke and Mirrors. And there's the color. And there's the look. And the flower mascara. Flower in Sheer Snapdragon, and we are done. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you want to see more from me, just hit subscribe to the button below and it'll subscribe you to my channel, and that way you can keep up with all the different looks that I'm doing. Have a ton of palettes that I can't wait to start using and introducing different eye looks for the fall. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!